guys, it's me Anna. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about choices. And I know I've done several videos on choices and stuff, but this is something a little different. So every choice you have made up until this point is because you've made a decision since you were 13 years old. So from 2 to 13, you have made decisions throughout your life. And at 13, you've stopped. You have literally mapped your whole world. So now you have a reference point. What that means is our whole bodies are existent. We are stardust in sacks of meat. Flesh is meat bodies, okay? That is what we are. We are stardust in meat suits. Now, that's completely okay. We're here to have a human experience. But since we were small children, we have made choices. Life-altering choices based on the interactions we've had with the world around us. And at 13, our brains, this part of our brains stopped developing, and that is that. We have literally now made a decision for every course of action in our lives. And you are gonna now make those decisions because of this subconscious choice you decided since you were a little child, okay? What that means is, for example, when I was, I'm gonna say 5 or 6, I decided to run away from home. Now, we're gonna split this situation and this story into, we're gonna say 3 parts, okay? The facts of the situation, how I interpreted the situation, and the decision I made because of that situation. Okay? So, facts. I did something my adopted dad didn't approve of. I said, I'm gonna run away. He laughed. I packed a bag, walked down to the end of my street, turned around, saw he wasn't there, marched my butt back inside. Like walked all the way back to the house and marched inside. Now, those are the facts. That is what happened. But since I am a human, I am stardust in a flesh suit, my brain has made decisions. Because our whole lives are based on fight or flight. So, what I interpreted this as, he didn't believe that I would run away. When I walked down to the end of my street, I thought of everything bad that could happen to me. When I turned around, I realized he wasn't there. So he didn't want to come get me. So this is how I interpreted the situation. Little 5-year-old Autumn was like, okay, I'm not loved because he did not come to get me. He laughed at me and didn't believe in me. That's how I interpreted the situation. Now, the decision I made. So, the decision that came out of that was, okay, the only way I'm loved is when I'm obedient. Because again, he laughed at me and said, oh, you won't run away. So, a little child's brain connected these dots and said, you are only loved when you're obedient. Now this was a subconscious thing I had no idea about. Yet, it has now shaped everything I do in my life, subconsciously. My personality is literally, if you had any interaction with me in person, you will realize I am obedient because that's how I assume I will get love. I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because little Autumn, a small version of Autumn, had an interaction with the world she didn't like. She interpreted it some sort of way and made a conscious decision. So now I have my whole belief system is when you are obedient, you are loved. And that's that. Now, how I got to that point was, if you think of any memory, it is connected to a trauma. So any memory you have that you can vividly remember, it's because there is some sort of trauma connected to it, whether it be physical, mental, or whatever. There is some sort of trauma to it. It could be you lost your toy, or nobody played with you. Whatever it is, there is a trauma that has now shaped your beliefs. So think of something, okay? Think of a memory that's really like a really in-depth memory, okay? Think of the trauma. Now, analyze it. Break it up into the 3 categories. The facts, and that doesn't mean, oh, he yelled at me and I got upset. No, that's a reaction. You got upset. That is a reaction. Somebody raised their voice at you. You interpreted it as yelling. Maybe they just have a loud voice. So split up the situation or the memory from your facts to your response or your interpretation to then the decision you made. And you will realize that a lot of the decisions a child made now have shaped your belief in the way you handle situations in your day-to-day life. And once you realize that, you can now change who you are. Because it's kind of funny to think a child made this life-altering decision that now shapes everything I do. And when I realized that, now I try and not to do things and just be obedient because I think it's gonna get me, love. No, I think, okay, wait a second. Am I being obedient because I think that they love me, or are they not gonna love me if I don't do this? You can start to consciously make changes in your decision so you regain control of your own choices rather than having a past you make the choices for you. Because when you think about it, having a little child make your choices is pretty ridiculous. And I found that out a couple of weeks ago. And that's pretty awesome that our bodies are shaped because of subconscious decisions we have made as children. And it's only because it's the fight or flight response. Because if a child falls over, that child's gonna get back up. They don't go, ow, I'm never gonna get up again. No, they hit their head on the table, fall on the ground, get back up like it's no big idea. It's no big deal because they haven't had the world impact them. They haven't made the connection. Oh, I'm not gonna do that again. Oh, no, that's not safe. Oh, no, not gonna do that again. Oh, no, because they haven't engaged that fight or flight instinct. Because that's a very primal thing we have in us that keeps us safe. So I hope this helped you guys figure out how to make conscious decisions and how to consciously change your beliefs. But yeah, with that being said, I love you all so much. I'll continue to see you this autumn, and I hope you guys are being a wonderful and amazing human beings. I love you guys. I hope to goodness this helped you in some sort of way. Please, if you liked it, hit the like button. I don't know, I just really want to help you guys and just tell you my experiences and what helped me get through this insane world. With all that being said, I love you oh so much. See you guys next time. Bye.